Well, the start of day 23. Just left the campsite outside Knighton. And it's a right damp, drizzly, wet start to the day. But the difference between today and yesterday is that today the forecast is for it to get much better this afternoon. So it's funny how it doesn't quite seem so bad once you know the forecast or the weather is likely to improve. Today, for me, marks the start of a new section of the walk. So I'm going from Knighton up to Edale at the start of the Pennine Way. So that's going to take me through Shropshire, Staffordshire, into Derbyshire. So today's walk, I've got quite a long day planned, about 20 miles, but the hills are in the first half. So if I can get through that, the second half should be a bit easier. And the sun should be out. I said farewell to Graham at Knighton train station yesterday. He had to get back to London, but it was nice to spend those 4 days with him, as it was with Toby on the Cornish coast path. Good to share these things with your friends. Nice that they're part of the experience. Right, I'm on my first climb of the day. Oh, this is steep up here. It's got my heart rate going. Oh. I mean, this is what does my head in. There's meant to be a right of way here, going over this fence. There's nothing. Nothing at all. I'm gonna have to really pick my way through this. Well, that was a bit of an annoying section, that. Clearly no path on the ground, style, anything. So I've had to get over some quite tricky ground to get back onto a decent track, different track. Anyway, these are the challenges. Gotta accept them. I've now picked up the Heart of Wales Line Trail. Don't know what that is, but it is a nice track. So I should have a little bit of easier walking now. Just the first signs as well that it's starting to brighten up a little bit. Last night, half nosiness, I went on Strava to see how far I'd come so far, and I reckon with the 9 kilometres I've just done today, that takes me past the 400 mile marker. So I'm quite pleased about that. That's alright, isn't it? If any of you, by the way, are watching this and want to know about the routes that I followed, they're all on Strava. So if you log into Strava, search for me, Andrew Hunt. There's about 100 Andrew Hunts, I think. You'll need to find the picture with my pretty face on it. And yeah, all my routes are on there, and you can obviously then study them in a bit more detail, should you wish to do so. Well, I'm just getting to the top of my second climb, but I'm on a really overgrown bit of path, which when it's wet, of course, is just not very pleasant. I get a good soaking. There's not an awful lot to see as well at the moment, and this sort of persistent drizzle is, oh crikey, staying with us. I've just stopped for a little bit of a lunch break in the village of Shropshire Castle, which is very picturesque. Quite had that this morning. A couple of really tough sections and overgrown bits. Yeah, it's just hard work, it just slows you right down. So yeah, not the most enjoyable morning, but you know what? The skies are brightening up, and well, yeah, let's hope for some better things this afternoon. That was the actual Shropshire Castle. What? Not giving it some mule, are you? Eh? What? I ain't got anything. Okay, come on then. Just like following me to Johnny Groats now. More tunnel in to get through there. I'm changed out my waterproofs. The sun's out and there's a whole different feel to the day. It's lovely. So at the moment, just walking along some nice, pleasant, quiet lanes, just enjoying the views of the low-lying Shropshire Hills. I've just come out of some woodland and got a nice view there over to Craven Arms and the Stretton Hills in the background. The hill there right in the middle is called Caradoc, and it was the first hill I ever went up. I think I was only 5 or 6, I might have been younger. But we used to come to Church Stretton quite a lot because my grandma lived in Shrewsbury. And whenever we did, it was like a big treat for me. And when we drove back to Shrewsbury at the end of our day out, I'd always look back through the back window of the car and look at Caradoc until it finally went out of sight, just on the outskirts of Shrewsbury. It was definitely my favourite hill as a kid. I'm just approaching Stokesay Castle, and from memory there is a tea room here. That was a nice cup of tea, that. Especially me up for the afternoon. Last time I was at Stokesay Castle was when I did the Shropshire Way with Judith. Don't know what, 2.5 years ago or so. That was a nice circuit. We did the South Loop. It was about 100 miles, I think. Not as easy as you might think. There's quite a lot of ascent on it, but through some lovely countryside. Yeah, it's a nice county, Shropshire. Got a lot of good memories of Shropshire. The last stage of my walk today is going to take me around the outskirts of Craven Arms and down the valley to a campsite that is underneath Wenlock Edge. So the weather has turned out beautiful. I'm in ambling mode. I'm just gonna relax and enjoy my surroundings. Just heading down now to where I'm going to camp tonight, to my campsite. No, good day. But looking forward to getting to my campsite, getting a pitch, getting showered and having something to eat. Right, start of day 23. Left the campsite this morning. It's quite a quirky campsite. Quite old-fashioned, I suppose, in a way. None of the super modern facilities, but it was perfectly comfortable. Lots of kids running around. I think I just put my headphones in and relaxed all evening. It was nice. So this morning, I'm first of all heading up to the top of Wenlock Edge. So I have a bit of a climb to do, then it should level out and it should be a nice walk for quite a few kilometres along the top. Well, there was certainly no obvious path through there, even though there have been one marked on the map. But anyway, I'm virtually at the top now. Ah, lovely, I'm on top of the edge now. So this is lovely, easy walking after a bit of hard work. My first 2 videos went out this week, and I just want to say a big thank you now to all the people who have commented, given a message of support. It gives you a real boost, particularly when you find things a bit more difficult and challenging. Yeah, it just means a lot that people are willing to take the time to give you a message of support along the way, which is great. So thank you. I started my YouTube channel when I retired, and what I've really enjoyed about it is just seeing like-minded people getting out there in the outdoors and just enjoying themselves, whether it's their first ever adventure or whether they've been doing it for 30 years. The other thing as well is that it also has given me ideas for my own trips, you know, particularly thinking like the Cambrian Way, and it was completely off my radar until I saw it on YouTube. And it does inspire me to get out and to do my own adventures. So thank you to all those people out there on YouTube putting that stuff out there, inspiring other people to get out and have their own adventures. So my route today takes me along Wenlock Edge, this high ridge above the valley, until I get to the town of Much Wenlock, probably early this afternoon, and I've got a short walk to a village called, is it Broseley? Might be that. It's near Ironbridge, where I've got a special treat. My son and my daughter-in-law and my grandsons are coming down, and they're going to spend the night with me in the Lion Hotel. So that's going to be great. It's going to be lovely to see them. So something really to look forward to. I'm just looking across the valley here to the Clee Hills, Brown Clee Hill, Titterston Clee Hill, the highest hills in Shropshire. So when Judith and myself did the Shropshire Way, we went over the Clee Hills. We actually camped on top of Brown Clee Hill. But next morning the mist was right down and we came over Wenlock Edge, but you couldn't see a thing. It was an absolute pea super. So it's nice today to be out and be able to see the surroundings properly. I've just had my second breakfast stop. I've got the tent out drying. There was actually a really heavy dew last night, so the tent's quite wet. And although it's sunny, when you're out in the sun it's not that warm, it's quite cool. But never complaining when the sun's out. Right, I have now got, I think, about 5 miles, 8 kilometres to get to Much Wenlock. Well, I've just passed through the lovely little market town of Much Wenlock. It's quaint little individual shops, old architecture, and had a nice cream tea there, treated myself, and then just sat for 20 minutes and watched the world go by. For the internet, when I was young and my grandma and mum would say, let's go to Much Wenlock for the day, I'd always be like, ooh, I want to go to the hills. But now I can see why they wanted to go, especially my mum. She loved looking at little shops like that. So I've just got a fairly short walk left now to the town of Broseley, I think it is. That could be wrong. Which looks like it's on a little bit of minor road and track. Sure, it'll be pleasant enough, but I've only got 5-6 kilometres to do.